Well, welcome back to the Primal Professor. Or if you're new, hi, I'm Dr. Rose, and I started out with a 3-day carnivore challenge, and I extended it to 7 days. So today I'm here to report back of how I'm feeling and what my next moves are. Well, I've got to say that I'm pleasantly surprised. After 6 years of living a keto lifestyle, I wasn't sure exactly what to expect. And while I'm not craving anything from a mindset, even though I was only eating 20 grams of carbs a day, the second day I'm like, oh my gosh, if I really like this, what am I not going to eat carbs the rest of my life? So I was having those thoughts. But I'm putting them aside, I thought, and as long as I'm doing so well, I thought I'd continue on to the 7 days. So here we are. So I took the leap, and so far the results are speaking for themselves. I'm sleeping better. Absolutely hit the pillow and I'm out. My energy is steady all day. Day one, I think had a little bit of electrolyte issues, day two, but now I've got it dialed in. I'm genuinely satisfied with 2 meals a day. I would say today I had 3 eggs, some about 4 ounces of turkey sausage scrambled in with that and a little cheese. In about 2 hours, I was a little bit hungry. So I had some leftover pot roast from the night before, so I just ate a little bit of that. And then for dinner, I'll show you what we had for dinner. A lot of the people in the comments are asking me to show what I'm eating because it's helpful. So I took some pictures, but today I'll show you what I was making. And if you want to stick around to see that, I'll put that at the end of the video. No cravings whatsoever, none. And get this. This is, you might not think it's a big deal, but I mean, it is a big deal when you're trying to lose weight. But I dropped 6 pounds in 7 days. This is after a year and a half long of a plateau. I had gained, had my lap band removed about a year and a half ago, and I gained 5 pounds. And I just really struggled getting that off. And I would lose a pound or two and go back out. So I felt like, oh, this is my new me. But yeah, I'm pleased 6 pounds came off. And I, and you know what? I'm loving mostly everything about carnivore. I can't say that I'm not. I'm really surprised because I never thought I would go full carnivore. And I'm not saying I'm going there forever, but I'm just going to ride this. I'm really going to ride this wave and see where it goes. The other thing I really love is the simplicity. There's a certain peace in just eating real whole animal foods and letting the rest go. It's simple. It's so simple. Um, but I do have one concern, and I'm gonna call on the carnivore veterans in the community here. I'm going to ask them for a little wisdom and insight. And even though I wasn't carnivore, I was keto. I watch from time to time Kelly Hogan. I learned a lot from her. And as a health coach, even though I didn't do carnivore, I listened to her a lot so that I can help any clients that wanted to go carnivore. And right now, I mean, throughout most of this whole challenge, I'm eating 12 to 1300 calories, and I'm not trying to restrict at all. Like this morning, I was a little bit hungry, so I ate some more. So it's 2 meals a day with a little extra pot roast an hour or two later. So um, I'm not restricting food. I'm eating till I'm comfortably full, and my hunger signals feel strong and reliable, and I feel nourished. But here's the thing: I do want continued weight loss. I still do have some weight to lose, but I also want to make sure that I'm not under eating to the point where I'm doing more harm than good. I know long term, too few calories can work against us, especially for women in their yeah, let's go with, I'm in my midlife, 60 and beyond, right? I, I know how important it is at my age to get my protein in and maintain muscle mass. That I've said that before. That's really important for me. So again, I'm going to reach out to the carnivores. What was your experience with calories when you first started? Did your intake increase over time, or did it level? Was it just the same all the way through? Did you see progress even with the low calories at first? And then my next question, my follow-up question to that would be, and then did you stop losing weight? And I mean, I know plateaus happen, but mine was a year and a half. So that that was a stall, and or plateau, I guess, or stall, whichever one's worse. That's what it was. So I'd love to hear your thoughts and comments. This community matters so much. I'm learning so much from our veterans out there, and we all learn from each other. Some of the people in the chat asked that I show my food, and I'll certainly do that from here on out to give you some ideas. So, really, keto is really carnivore without the veggies and fruits. So, I can show you what I do. So, just to show you tonight, I. I made a whole chicken, and while the oven was on, I roasted an eye roast. And because what I'm going to do with the eye roast, my husband had a little bit of that with his chicken for supper. He's doing it as well, and he is diabetic, so we're trying to reverse that. He's been, pre-diabetic and getting close to that threshold, and he tipped the scale at after Christmas. So he's working hard at it. So I'm proud of him. Not perfect, but he's working hard. And so he had a little bit of that eye roast, and I just had the chicken. And when I roast a whole chicken, I have some video here. I'll show you what I do and how I make my chicken soup. But essentially, he ate a nice inch cut of roast beef, and I had and then he had the two legs, or 2 legs and 2 thighs for dinner. And for me, I took the one large breast, and I ate that. I would say it was good 6 ounces. And then I ate all the skin on the breast and the other breast. So what I did was take off the chicken breasts uh, off the carcass, and I threw all the bones in because Mark doesn't chew bones like I do. He cuts all the meat off the bone, and then we threw those bones in. And I threw the carcass in. Now, here's the difference between keto and carnivore. So for I'm making a good bone broth, and so I put in some celery leaves at the top and a little bit of the stalk. I threw in 2 carrots and a half an onion. And I'm putting them in as aromatic and to flavor the bone broth. I will, for this carnivore challenge, I'm pulling all them out, and when the bone broth is made, and I'm not going to eat them. If this was keto, then I would cut up the onions, carrots, and celery and leave them in. So I'm going to stay with the keto version of this. Then I sometimes put rice cauliflower in and let that cook and get soft, because it feels like pastine noodles a little bit. It's not noodles, but it just makes it a little heartier, I would say. And then, so I'll leave that out for the carnivore version. And then I beat up about 5 or 6 eggs, because it's a pretty big pot of soup, and I'll beat them up, and then I'll bring whether it's keto or carnivore, I'll bring that to a boil, and I already put the chicken back in, by the way, so I took that breast out that we didn't eat. I left that to the side. I'm not boiling that so it doesn't get like shoe leather. I'm going to add that breast back in and pull any more meat off the bones. And then I bring it up to a simmer and then just at a boil. And then I drizzle those beaten eggs in and I make an egg drop soup. It's delicious. We love it. It's whenever anybody's sick, I'm making that, but it's just so nourishing. And that's a fan favorite during the cold season. So I just thought the bone broth would do us well. And it's good for us. So that's going to be our meal tomorrow. And then I'll show you what I did. I roasted that I roast, not really for dinner, but Mark took a piece. And so I took that I roast and I uh, got my meat slicer out. I let it cool and then I sliced it thin. It was almost a pound and a half of just plain eye roast, just salt and pepper on there. And I cooked it to uh, medium rare, and it's beautiful. It really came out nice. So let me show you the pictures or the video here. I'm not sure which one I'm going to get in here as I'm recording this. So, what I'm trying to do with that is set us up for success because Mark is up later than me. Sometimes he gets the munchies or he wants something to eat. So, I'm going to he'll have the roast beef available. If I get hungry in between meals, I can quickly grab a couple slices of that roast beef and stay on plan. So, again, I'm just trying to set myself up for success. Thank you for all your comments in the community. We're going to keep going.